Kevin Herter with the Atlanta Hawks, and you're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
The basket. We have to establish our defense right off the bat. I didn't think we did that in our last Boston game, but we have to certainly do that tonight.
When you bring up Jokic and the whole offense kind of running through him, how have you seen him develop over the years?
Well, I think he's been much more aggressive looking to score. He's capable of scoring from the perimeter as well as in the post. He's an excellent passer from the perimeter as well as in the post. And you just don't see that. He's really a five that plays like a point guard, initiating the offense. They do a good job of moving without the ball. With their hard cutting, and he does a good job of getting them the basketball. So it's a lot of random play that is somewhat difficult to scout for because they just play off of what the defense is doing out there, and they do a good job of playing that random basketball. So the main thing for us is to keep them in front. We can't allow them to, cut through the paint freely. Get downhill on their pick and rolls, their DHOs. We got to make this team shoot over the top and rebound the basketball.
Chris Kirschner.
Onyeka hasn't played much recently, and I'm curious, how's he progressing just throughout the season? I know practice time is hard to come by, so what are the things that you guys need to see from him to get him more minutes?
Well, he's a rookie, and he has to be patient. We are trying to work him in the rotation and get him a few minutes. But he's in his rookie season, so what are we looking for is for him to, first get himself healthy, and when he gets his opportunity to play, he will be in rotation tonight. Be aggressive, and he's going to make some mistakes, but be aggressive, learning to play the game.
Allison Estrangelo.
Hey, Coach, it's nice to see you. I was under the impression that head coach Lloyd Pierce would be back coaching tonight. Can you give us an update on why he's not there?
So were we, and so was Coach. But because of the NBA protocols, we had to make an adjustment. With his time being off, we anticipated or thought that he would be able to return for tonight's game, but the NBA stepped in, and he had to take a couple more days off, and he should be available if everything goes well for Cleveland's game on Tuesday.
Annie Finberg.
Hey, Coach, I know one bad game for John Collins. It's not abnormal in the NBA, but I wanted to know any advice that you had for John going into tonight's contest and maybe what you hope to see from him tonight.
I just saw him when I was coming for the press conference here, and basically told him, flush it. You're going to have games where you don't play well or your shot is not going. You got to flush that, move on, get yourself ready for tonight's game. And basically his response was, Coach, I already did. So it's one of those games. He's been playing really well for us, shooting the ball well. They went with a bigger lineup our last Boston game and did a good job of defending the basket, making it hard for our guys. And, he didn't have a good shooting night, but you have to put that behind you. Get yourself ready mentally, physically for tonight's game.
Sarah Spencer.
Hey, Nate, I wasn't sure if you'd gotten a chance to talk with Lloyd and just see how he's doing and how his family's doing.
He's doing great. Family's doing good. He's doing great. We had a Zoom call today. We basically went over the game planning. He's watching film and, in the mix of, trying to help with the baby. And but he basically prepped us for the game tonight with the coaches this morning, and, talked about, what we wanted to do or was going to try to do out there tonight. So pretty much he went through everything with us on a Zoom call tonight because he anticipated being here tonight. And unfortunately, he can't because of the protocol, but everybody's doing well. Family's doing well.
Thank you.
Christos.
Hello, coach. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Great. I would like to ask you how important for you is to set the tone from your defensive end, and what did you see from Nikola Jokic, and is he one of the main candidates for MVP trophy this season?
For who now?
Nikola Jokic.
I mean, he's a talented big. I think he's certainly one of the best bigs in our league, and we haven't seen a five-man with his style of play in a long time. You know, I think, you know, some folks have compared him to Bill Walton, his ability to pass and initiate offense. You know, the fact that he could stretch your defense all the way out to the three-point line. He can score from out there. He can score in the post. He's very unselfish. I think this season he is looking to be much more aggressive on the offensive end, looking to score a little more, and which puts a lot of pressure on your defense because you know that his passing is a serious threat. You know, defensively, he's making that effort to get up and defend. You know, so he's doing everything. I mean, he is involved in pretty much, I would say, maybe 90% of what they do on both ends of the floor because he's normally having to guard pick and rolls. You know, he's getting up and being aggressive, trapping in some of those situations. You know, offensively, whether they're running a post play or a pick and roll, normally he is involved. So his usage for this Nuggets team is very high.
Thank you.
Leonardo.
Hi, Coach. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Coach, what can you tell us about Facundo Campasso? What do you like the most about him?
About who now?
Facundo Campasso.
I didn't. Well, oh, okay. Very aggressive. He's playing good basketball for them. I look at him like a little water bug that's all over the place defensively. You know, pushing the ball, he can score. You know, I had a guard very similar to him in the sense of when I was in Indiana, but just very aggressive, attacking offensively. Defensively, he gets after you, and I really like the way he's playing.
Raphael Haynes.
Hey, Coach, Raphael from the three-point conversion. Coach, is there any concern about Denver's depth coming in tonight, knowing the fact that Atlanta still have a lot of players that are injured and won't be playing tonight?
No, we're preparing for the Nuggets. You know, we saw teams with depth in our last game with Boston when they had guys to return. It's just part of the game. This is a very good team, and they do have depth. They still have some guys out, and the focus is on the guys that they do have in uniform. For us, it comes down to us worrying about us, and that is doing the things that we need to do. I think we really got to establish our defense tonight, and that starts with our offense. Transition defense starts with our offense executing. If we're turning the ball over or taking quick shots and not making them work defensively, it's going to be a long night because they can score on the offensive end of the floor. We got to make this team work on the defensive end of the floor. And on the defensive end of the floor for us, we have to get up, pressure, and communicate out there.
Final question from George Henry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Nate, what's this will be your third game on the bench. What's it been like for you personally to be head coach, being a head coach again?
Well, it's really not much of an adjustment. You just go into that head coach mode. It's a lot more preparation, being the head, because you got to touch on everything with all the assistants, and your decision is the final decision. With Coach Lloyd, being involved. We communicated this morning. It's not really a big major adjustment. We want to make sure that we play the style of basketball that we've been training our guys to do all season long. And, that is, establishing yourselves on the defensive end of the floor. We want to play in the red zone on the offense. We want ball movement. And we need to do that for 48 minutes. And, even though we are down some guys and even a coach, it's next man up mentality. So it hasn't been a real major adjustment. We are still working together with Coach Lloyd on how we want to play out there.
Okay, thank you.
All righty.